Not entirely sure what relevance this has to us. I literally can't think of any reason whatsoever at all. Hello everyone and welcome back to part 5 of Chelsea. It's Chelsea clearly, and we are, well, we've gone quite a bit of a way into the future. It's now the 31st of December, a little bit further than I said we were going to do, but you will see why in a second. Yes, December is done, 2021 is around the corner, January transfer window is going to be open, we'll talk about that in a second, and we have got two huge games which we're going to play today. There's 3 games, you're going to see 2 of them. Man United first of all in the Premier League, and then Liverpool as well. So the results since last time, lots of games throughout December after that brilliant win against Arsenal when we left off. Starting things off, I played a full-strength side in the Champions League against Marseille to make sure we went through, and we did. We did the job really effectively. Pulisic and Werner with the goals in that one. And then just a week later, we played Zenit St. Petersburg in the final game just to steal top spot in the group. 2 from Victor Fisher, which is nice to see. Tammy Abraham getting on the score sheet too. It was a very one-sided game, and as said, that left us top of the group, 15 points out of a possible 18. Not too bad at all. And what, might you ask, is our reward for winning our group? Well, it's brilliant. Yep, we're at Barcelona. Hopefully they'll be the terrible Barcelona like in real life. Anyway, the league games have also gone pretty well. The one in between the 2 Champions League games, it was Man City again, and we've already had to play them twice. But this one, much like the last one, was a very, very, very good performance. It was an extremely disciplined and controlled game, capitalising on a defence error, first of all, Timo Werner, to give us the lead. We defended excellently. The midfield completely controlled everything. Kai Havertz did a very, very good job as well. And then we sealed things off. N'Golo Kante with a rare goal to give us all 3 points in that one. 2 wins against City in a season is not too bad. Since then, slightly more patchy, a 0-0 with West Ham. Disappointing. We did dominate the game. Not many shots on target, but we pretty much controlled it. Unfortunate not to get anything more. But then a comprehensive 3-0 win against Fulham. Timo Werner with a first half hat-trick. He started off a little bit slowly, adjusting to the league, adjusting to the new country, but he has been in scintillating form since then. He now finds himself joint top scorer in the Premier League, 10 goals with Sadio Mane. Very impressive indeed. We then lost to Everton. This was unfortunate. As you can see there, XG wise, we did better than them. They took the lead. They took the lead early on. Michael Keane. We leveled it up just after half time. We looked really good, and then Mateo Kovacic hit a shot. It bounced off the defender, and then it was cleared to Alex Iwobi of all people, who scored a very good goal to give them the lead. The late goal from Sigurdsson kind of just, we were throwing everyone forward to try and see if we can get an equaliser. So kind of not really an accurate thing, but yeah, that was the end result. Disappointing. They'd sacked Carlo Ancelotti a couple of days before then, so obviously got the new manager bounce. I then decided that the sensible thing to do would be to rest pretty much everybody for the game against Man United. It nearly worked. It was heading for penalties. I brought my penalty takers on that I wanted to put on, and then in the final seconds, Daniel James scored a winner. Pretty gutting. Again, we probably deserved to win, but oh well. So after those back-to-back defeats, since then, things have been, 2 games, 2 very, very good results and very, very good performances. 3-0 once again against Villa. We are finding our shooting boots. Timo Werner with 2 this time. Tammy Abraham sealing it in injury time. It was an outstanding performance, but the best one of all, I think, was against Sheffield United. A 3-1 win, but a 3-1 win with 3 goals of the absolute highest quality. Basically from kickoff, Christian Pulisic there, in our half, did this. I mean, what can you say about that? Absolutely outstanding. Goal of the season, you would say. They did equalise through Jack O'Connell, but we did continue fighting. And then, well, Christian Pulisic did this. He's already scored the goal of the season, remember? Then Kante, yep, I think I'll win that award instead. Off the ground with both feet. And then if that wasn't enough, Hakim Ziyech sealed the deal with a sublime free kick. 3 goals of the absolute highest quality. Really, I mean, that should really bump up the XG. That was very nice indeed. Great performance of what has been a largely very, very good season so far. As said, Werner, joint top scorer in the league, but this is the league table at the moment. Man United and Arsenal both with a game in hand, but we are currently in third place, 35 points, level with United, 2 clear of Arsenal. As I said, they got a game in hand, but I mean, we've got a good gap ahead of Man City. We're looking good for the Champions League. Liverpool are getting a little bit away, 6 points clear, and obviously if we lose to them today, that could be even worse. But yeah, a very, very strong start to our first season in charge. Brighton, the surprise package now, up to 6th. Looking good for a Europa League challenge. Everton, meanwhile, who have taken 4 points off us this season, find themselves in a relegation dogfight. So as it is January, the board have given me a bit of spending money, £79 million, which, I mean, that's more than the balance. So I'm not going to spend all of that, but we are going to spend a bit of it. We have agreed a deal, which hasn't gone through just yet in terms of confirmation. It's apparently going to be decided tomorrow because, of course, Brexit, unfortunately, has happened, and therefore that means you need work permits for everyone from the European Union. This man should probably, hopefully, get one because, after all, as we've seen, he won the Ligue 1 Uber Eats Player of the Year, Foreign Player of the Year. Memphis Depay will, hopefully, tomorrow, on the next couple of clicks, be joining us for £19.5 million. I've just noticed his contract was expiring at the end of the season, so we could have got him for free, but I mean, they say sign him whatever the price, so we've spent 19.5 million more than we needed to, but at least it means we've got him because he was wanted by, well, it's gone now, but he was wanted by all the big clubs, and it means we'll probably have him to play Man United. A goal on his debut against his old club, that would be very, very nice, although he's apparently suspended, so if that carries over, maybe not. But I just thought he's available. He's an exceptional player. He's only 26. He can play up front, can play on the left. I mean, what's not to like? We've got Victor Fisher, who is okay but not amazing. To have another wide option is brilliant. The fact that he can play up front as well means we can probably look to move on Olivier Giroud at some point as well. And yeah, I just think it just makes complete sense. If we want to register him, though, we're going to need to unregister one of our non-homegrown players. We will still be able to register another homegrown player, though, if that makes sense. So basically, unfortunately, Big Peter Cech is going to have to just focus on his day job as technical director. He's going to be unregistered. And we might as well get another homegrown goalkeeper in. I'm looking at Kieran Westwood. This is not what he thought. He's played 3 games for Sheffield Wednesday this season. He's going to end up joining Chelsea in a minute, potentially, which is a great surprise for him. And then, of course, we can also look to snipe some players on free transfers. Given the potential work permit rules, we might not be able to necessarily get too many players in who wouldn't necessarily qualify for a work permit. But one player who we are going to look to get in, who definitely will qualify for a work permit, because he was born in Sunderland, is Giovanni Reina, son, of course, of Claudio Reina, American international. But he's saying he's English at the moment. And even if he didn't, as said, he was born in Sunderland, so we should be able to get him without any work permit issues whatsoever. His contract's up at the end of the season. We've put a bid in. He's agreed a contract with us. Well, he's accepted it. He's not fully agreed it. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get him over the line. He's already played a lot of games for Dortmund this season, done very, very well. To get him for nothing would, at least from a financial perspective, if nothing else, be really, really good. So there's the bad news. We have left the European Union. Players already here have got special status. That's fine. Ireland is non-foreign, but everyone else will need a work permit. So Memphis Depay has now been granted a work permit, which is good. He's going to sign. Yep, brilliant. Get him signed up. And new work permit rules. Right, let's read these carefully. So, point system based on the following criteria. International appearances automatically successful for sufficient appearances for a top-ranked nation. So that's Depay's fine because he plays for Holland and they're, obviously one of the top-ranked nations. League appearances depending on the reputation of the league. Okay, this is more or less what it was before. Club continental competition appearances depending on how far the club progressed. Okay, that's good. Club league position and league reputation. So that's just the basic rules. Is there an appeal system, or is it just that? That seems relatively forgiving. I think certainly we should be able to sign players from the top 5 leagues without any issue, and places like Portugal and Holland as well, I guess. I guess we'll have to see how it goes. I think for a club like Chelsea, not going to be an issue. But if you're someone like Bournemouth or Bristol City, and you're trying to sign some players from abroad, then you might not be able to get everyone you want. But we've got Depay. He is here, and we're very, very happy to have him. He wants to be a striker, but I'm sure he will at some point. But I'm going to train him to be a left winger. That's going to be what we normally mainly focus on, because that's where we're going to mostly need to play him. Although, saying that, Christian Pulisic has been pretty scintillating recently, so it's good to have options. Okay, well, actually, it seems that because everyone's been given the exemption that was already here, actually, yeah, they've got the settled status. It doesn't actually matter. They don't count as foreign players, which means, as far as they're concerned, we only actually have one foreign player, but we still have the maximum of 25. So we don't need to unregister Petr Cech. That's good news. Big Pete can stay. He can stay. Timo Werner wins Player of the Month for December, 7 goals in 6. And perhaps unsurprisingly, N'Golo Kante won Goal of the Month, which, yep, I think I'd agree with that. If it doesn't win Goal of the Season, it's going to have to be something pretty special. And Giovanni Reyna's agreed to join as well for a free transfer. That is extremely good value. I mean, I'm just looking. Gianluigi Donnarumma, his contract's up at the end of the season as well. We've already got loads of goalkeepers though. I don't know, but for free, maybe. Right then, let's play some football, shall we? Depay is not suspended for this, which is good. Probably if he goes back to France, he will be, but not here. I'm going to put him on the bench today, just because I don't want to upset a team that's in good form. Pulisic is playing really well, so I don't think it's really very fair to drop him. But Depay is there as another option if we need him. The rest of the team is, as it has been, the sort of settled first 11. They're doing very well. Mendy in goal, Chilwell, Tomori, Silva, who I've extended his contract for another year, James at right back, Jorginho, Kante and Havertz gelling very well in midfield, Ziyech on the right, Pulisic on the left, of course, and Timo Werner up front. I mean, if you offered me 4 points from these 2 matches, I'd take that right now. Hopefully we can get 3 of them here against Manchester United. And we've got our first highlight, and it's a corner from Jesse Lingard. He swung it in, and Harry Maguire sees the way his effort goes over. I'm not sure. It's gone for a goal kick, so it wasn't a save, but good early chance for them. And that's your lot for the first 45. Nothing to write home about. We are, again, we're dominating XG, which we love to see. Not happy with the performance. Everyone's motivated by that. That is good news. Let's do something in the second half. I mean, Depay's on the bench. He's going to be coming on. I can sense a debut goal against his old club. Wouldn't that be nice? Daniel James knocks it down to Fred. I mean, on paper, this Man United team, we should be beating them pretty easily. Rashford with an effort on goal, which Mendy is able to stop pretty easily. Lovely pump forwards from Mendy. He's done that a few times to great effect. Not on this occasion though. And Martial is now in, and it's a last-ditch tackle from someone. He was offside. I think it was Thiago Silva. In any case, it came to nothing. Can we now build from the back? Thiago Silva going forwards. He's found Kante, who's been pretty good this season, it's fair to say. Didn't do much for me on last year's game, but this year he looks very, very good. Silva's he's managed to just about get away with it. And can we go down the left-hand side maybe? Tomori, attracting interest from Borussia Dortmund apparently. He's not going anywhere. He's been brilliant. Pulisic to Werner. This is a very measured build-up. Will this result in anything? Ziyech has the ball at his feet. Back to James. Who are we gonna create an opportunity here? Yes, we are. It's a penalty potentially. Pogba has fouled James. It's apparently looking harsh. Didn't look harsh to me. Looked pretty much cast iron, and it is a penalty. It's been given, and Jorginho is going to take it. I think. Yep. It's too late to change it. He's already running up. I hope he scores. He missed his last one. He doesn't miss this one though. Jorginho gives us the lead early on in this second half. After a lovely measured piece of build-up, we get a goal indirectly, but we get a goal. Lovely strike from Jorginho. A bit of a late reaction from De Gea, but we take the lead. Kante wins it off Pogba, who's on a yellow card now. He's got to be careful. Ziyech on the right-hand side, wrestling with Luke Shaw, gets away with it. Havertz, Pulisic hits the post. Apparently not offside, but also not in the actual goal. so largely irrelevant. Reece James will result in corner, which is probably going to result in absolutely nothing. Right, 20 minutes to go, Pulisic is getting tired. That means one thing, and one thing only. The American is coming off. The Dutchman is coming on. Memphis Depay, for his debut for the club, his return to the Premier League against the team where he wasn't awful, was he? I don't remember him being terrible, but didn't get the opportunity to really fulfill his potential. And now immediately Man United are countering. Matic, of course, against his former club, lays it off to Luke Shaw, and they're looking to work some kind of opportunity that really, frankly, they don't deserve. I think really they've not done much today. Martial hits the post. No problem for Mendy, it said, but he didn't really see that one, to be honest. We've got another corner. Thiago Silva knocks it towards Timo Werner, who is onside, and it's 2-0 here at Stamford Bridge. And the fans are loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. That was nice. That was like a corner from Depay, already involved, and Timo Werner, cheeky little finish from him to make it 2-0. A lot of people's fitness very, very lacking at this stage, but I'm going to take off Havertz and Werner just because they're probably just slightly more than the other two. Abraham on along with Mount. 3 minutes to go of normal time. Ziyech, the one who I probably would have taken off if we had 4 substitutes, but we don't. Mount can't get there, it's been cut out. And Martial now, who's threatened all day for Man United, to be fair. It's laying it off to Daniel James, destroyer of our League Cup dreams, and it's gone in. Jesse Lingard scores a goal he knows nothing about. That looked really unfortunate. James causes issues. Thiago Silva clears it straight into, I think it's Chilwell. It's Jorginho. Clears it into Jorginho, and Lingard can't help but score. 2-1. Late drama. We were looking very comfortable. Are things going to fall apart? Reece James. A third would, of course, seal it, you would think. Finds Jorginho. Slams it against the Man United defence, and they can now counter. We're looking incredibly stretched. This is pretty terrible. Daniel James is in. Mendy is there to make the save. Should we go defensive? Should we move Kante back? I think we're going to be all right. I think the time's going to run out, and I think we're going to hold on. We do. That was more nervy than it needed to be. 2-1 in the end. Great result. Pretty good performance. At least from an offensive perspective. They're very dangerous on the break, but then it's Man United. They're above us in the table, so what more can you say other than at least it's over and at least we won. Very good win in terms of the result, and very important one at that too. Now, amid all the excitement, PSG have come in with a bid for Cesar Azpilicueta. Now, he wants to go, which is unfortunate. In the summer, I think maybe yes, but mid-season, he's the captain. He's not playing. He's lost his place inside to Reece James, really, but still an important squad player for us. And frankly, just a very influential guy in the dressing room. So I don't want to annoy him, but at the same time, I don't want to lose him right now. Not mid-season when we're doing so well. It's not really a great bid for him. He's valued at 32.5 million. They've offered less than 20, so we can probably get a bit more out of him. He's 31. He's only got a year on his contract after this season is finished. I don't know. I'm not thinking about this right now. Right, I'm playing the Norwich game in between the two main games, and well, it's not taking him long. Memphis Depay getting his first goal for the club. Lovely strike. And that, in the end, was a 3-0 win. Very routine, very good. We've got to make a decision on this now, apparently. I mean, logically, from a financial point of view, we'd try and get a bit more money and then we'd accept it because he is 31. But he's just so damn influential. He's the captain. He's the most important player. I don't want to lose him mid-season. As I said, in the summer, fine. But not mid-season. That could be too disruptive. So I'm going to reject it and then just hope that we can persuade him to stay. Why does he want to? So why does he want to go? What is he? To play alongside better players. We can't really. That's not an easy one to fix, is it? Can we say influential player? Where's that gone? This one. I'm afraid of the impact of letting you go. Go with that. It means a lot to me that I'm viewed as a leader. Thanks, boss. I'm happy to stay. Well, there we go. Problem solved. I mean, I'm a bit concerned you didn't think you were a leader anyway, given that, you know, you're the captain of the club, but there we go. Right then, Liverpool, a bit of a longer one today, lots to get through, but it's, you know, this is the mid-season review, so it's going to be a bit longer. Now, the second 11 did well against Norwich, very well indeed, and to reward them for that, we're going to be replacing all of them with the players who were rested for that occasion, including, therefore, that means Depay is going to be... Oh, he's not going to be on the bench because I said that before. Where's he gone? There he is. He is going to be on the bench for this one. So can we get the job done here at Anfield? I mean, even if we lose this one, which we have to say it's pretty likely, Liverpool are extremely good in this universe where they don't have as many injuries as they do, at least to their defence in real life. They seem to be rotating a lot. Trent is on the bench and Van Dijk. They're going with Fabinho in defence along with Matip. Joe Gomez at right back. I feel slightly more confident. But in any case, I mean, anything we get today would be amazing. Given the brilliant result against Man United and also Arsenal as well recently, we've done extremely well. I mean, we're the underdogs. They're fired up by that. That's how good Liverpool are. But, you know, what I mean is our other results have been so good. We're in a strong position to qualify for the Champions League, even if we lose this game today. First highlight, Ziyech with a deep free kick, which is claimed by a very acrobatic Alisson. And if that's the start of the highlight, then the end of it is going to presumably be something for Liverpool. Reece James dallying on the ball, manages to find Pulisic though. Good, brilliant vision from him. Pulisic is in, good save from Alisson, and they managed to get it away. Another set piece, Ziyech with a corner. Tomori rises highest, and it's a flying leap from Alisson, which doesn't actually do anything because it wasn't a corner. Seems like this game could probably best be described as cagey so far. Liverpool building slowly. Thiago out to Joe Gomez on the right hand side in place of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Roberto Firmino, the front three, they're still here, so that's not fun. Salah to Gomez, swings it across to Mane, and it's wide. Coming up to the break, and Ben Chilwell has forgotten which team he plays for. Luckily, Tomori reads the danger well, and Mendy can now maybe start some sort of break here. Thiago Silva lobs it at absolutely no one. He didn't even look. I don't know what he was doing there. If they score from this, I'm going to be annoyed. If we score from this, I'm going to be thrilled. Ziyech is in. He's got some space. He pulls the trigger and he scores. Pure genius from Thiago Silva. He clearly saw that coming. Psychic prediction there from the Brazilian. Hakim Ziyech with his fourth of the season. I want to see the ridiculous lob from Silva. Anyway, poor defending from Fabinho, and Ziyech steals in to give us the lead. Right, things are going well. We've not seen much from Pulisic today. You know what that means. Oh, Depay's actually been robbed there, and it's former Chelsea man Jeremy Boga racing in. Mendy, though, is able to claim. That's really the first thing we've particularly seen from Liverpool. Mendy with a this time successful goal kick. Ziyech with a beautiful ball across to Depay. Can he beat his man? He flings it in. It got blocked though, and it's a corner. We didn't even see it, so it wasn't very good. Ziyech swings another free kick in. This one is looping straight into the hands of Alisson, and again, this means there's probably a counter on. He lobs it down to Chilwell though, who is on his bike and just lobs it straight back. Why is this? What are we seeing this for? Someone's going to do something stupid in a minute. We've already seen quite enough of that today. Mendy, again, it just boots it. We just kick. Everyone's just kicking it randomly. Kante over the top. Depay is in, and he chips Alisson with the classiest of finishes for his second in a Chelsea shirt. He's making a claim to go ahead of Pulisic in the starting lineup, on the most regular starting lineup. I think those two are going to be the two we rotate the most. Lovely pass from Kante. I mean, it's a pretty heavy first touch, but the chip finish, that is cheeky, and we do very much approve. 2-0. I didn't expect this today. Of course, it's not over yet. We do have a capacity to concede late goals. Kante to Ziyech, sprays it out to Mason Mount. Pressing on, good work from him. Werner's in, lovely finish. What unbelievable finish. Counter-attacking kings. We are very, very, very good at soaking up the pressure, and then we spring the trap at high velocity. It's how Liverpool play quite often. we're out Liverpooling them today. Lovely finish from Werner. 3-0. It's been an absolute masterclass today. He's definitely onside. Cool finish from the German, and that, you'd have to say, is job done. And there we go. 2 huge tests today, passed with flying colours. Liverpool have been looking like they were unstoppable this season. We've turned up and we have destroyed them. We have destroyed them. 3-0. That was fun. This is fun. Yeah, no one gave us a chance, even though we're the other form team in the league. No one gave us a chance against Liverpool. We have annihilated them in their own backyard. That was very, very fun indeed. So there we go, up to second. Arsenal still have a game in hand. United have 2. Arsenal could go above us. I think United could only go level. But we're only 3 points behind Liverpool now. The title, which looked, wasn't even thinking about, could maybe potentially be on. We shouldn't get ahead of ourselves. There's still a lot of football to be played. 20 games in the league to go. We're still in the FA Cup, still in the Champions League. Lots of football, lots of capacity for people to get injured. But to recap, 2 brilliant wins today against the 2 teams that were most looking and were most sort of closest around us in the table. We've beaten Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Man City twice, and Tottenham, but they're a bit further behind. That's quite good. We've got a great new player in Memphis Depay who settled in incredibly quickly, already got 2 goals. We managed to persuade our captain to stay at the club. If PSG, if you want to come back in at the end of the season, then I'm happy to talk then, just not in the middle of the season. I don't want to lose him then. So there we are. That is making for some very, very nice reading. We will be back next time for, I think it's going to have to be Barcelona in the Champions League, isn't it? Champions League knockout round with West Brom. Why not? Probably something like that as we continue on. I mean, we're on for a treble. Unlikely. I don't think we're going to win the league, to be honest. Probably won't win any of them. But it's been a pretty good start to 2021 in this fictional world. Hopefully real life will follow with that as well. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Leave a like and comment as well, and I will see you for more next time.